Said that in that rock movie. Oh, I have to look up there. Hey everybody, if anybody's watching, you can type in and talk, but I'm only going to stay on for a few minutes. Just wanted to say, hey, hope you're having a good Saturday night. Bad news, Saturday Night Live channel, that one I was all excited about. We don't get the interview. We don't get the big interview. No, he's not able to. Yeah, sorry about the nails on the chalkboard at the end there. I like to really just kind of like, this is just seltzer water, but I know it's in a fancy glass, so I look like I'm, yeah, anyway, yeah, I always feel like at the end, that's a thing with modular. You always like start out with it fairly well constructed in a sense, like it's almost like a music thing, and then the nature of the machine makes you want to degenerate it, makes you want to take it to the next level of just more fun to play probably near the end than it is to listen to. I understand that, and that is why I took it out of the daily review show, which I think makes sense. Although I may get back to some sort of something, but I don't know. Probably not. It doesn't seem to make sense to me. But maybe more. You know what we were thinking about that Gotham was telling me about? You know how on like Sports Center on the side, it like goes down the topics. Maybe I wouldn't want to have to write different topics every time. like, you know what I'm saying? Like it'll say like like I don't know, when Shaquille O'Neal retired or something. It'll be like Shaq, Lakers future, Formula One, Nancy Kerrigan. I don't know. I don't keep up with sports enough. You know what I mean, though. And then it just kind of goes bing, bing, bing down that. So maybe I could do that. That's a pretty good idea to put like another little visual on the screen just to make it look more professional, but also more importantly to organize the show. And maybe even more importantly than that, maybe organize me a bit more. So you know what I mean? Just have like 5 topics that are like news. You know, you start with like a little bit of news, and then it's like overview of the plot, like my general feelings, or overview of the whole movie, and then like maybe 3 categories like plot, character, and production, maybe something like that. And production would include like sound design, production design, directing, acting, you know, writing, all that stuff. Well, writing would also come into the actors and direct, you know, all that would, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. Yes. Yes. Thank you, Remzi Productions. Yeah, it's hard to know how to end. It's when I have some more stuff that I like on the OPZ, it's fun to kind of just transition to that because it's so much easier to control, and then you can kind of figure it out. The best is when I've been playing the guitar enough to play a little bit, to mess around, you know. And add that into the Eurorack. That's my favorite thing. That's kind of the one thing I wish I had space for. Anybody who does any Eurorack anything eventually like, you just get to a point where you're like, I have to stop. Like this is the biggest possible Eurorack I can have for my budget. But then and you get to this size and you're like, I'm done. I'm basically done. And I do feel done. Like I feel like I have everything I need. But it would be cool to have another, like, a multi-stage looper kind of thing. But it's probably better if I just had it cheaper and easier to use if I had it in a pedal. But to, like, loop in guitar sounds so I can use it like a pedal. But I guess it makes more sense to have that in pedal form because it's pretty hard to play the guitar and use your hands now that I think about it. So it's good I don't have room for it. See? But there's this one made by a company, and it just looks so cool. You just go, and you know it's annoying. I wish every once in a while, you know, you buy and sell these all the time, like modules or whatever, or not all the time, but when you're figuring out like what kind of machine you want. And I had this one that I thought I stopped having any drums in there, and I was like, I'll just have the drums for the other thing. And then I figured, then I was like, oh no, I do want drums. But I had this thing that I really actually liked, and it was a 3-channel gate Euclidean drum sequencer, but it was also an XOX, like an 808 kind of drum input thing. For 3 different channels. They each had CV as well, so you could like modulate them. And it was for just making drum patterns. And the visual screen was awesome. I really wish I still had it. I think it's not kind of as easy to mess around with though as grids, which is what I ended up using. But that company is DNI Pro, and they are from the Ukraine. And now I was like, damn, I wish I still had that, just to like have a cool Ukrainian module, you know, because it, you know, I don't know, just sweet, you know. I just a viewer just popped in when I said that. I wonder wonder if it's because I said Ukraine. Anyway, you get longer duration videos which get favored by, but it also means that YouTube isn't sure how it should promote your content to users. Oh, I see. That's why right now I can spy and see that your channel topics is set to electronic music and music. What are you talking about? Oh, where? Huh? I don't know what that means. I don't really. Yeah. I mean, when I do music stuff, I don't know. Whatever. The daily review show, it really should never be over 10 minutes. Um, because what the fuck am I asking people to watch like 30 minutes every day of me blabbing on about some shit? Doesn't make any sense. So I think the new format's all going good. I'm not 100% sure what you're saying. Channel topics is set to music. Yeah, I'm gonna put the categories music because it was music a little bit ago. Anyway, just so you know, I'm not anti-Russia in the like. I'm sure the people of Russia, or at least the part we're seeing, they don't seem to want this invasion either. So when I say pro things about the Ukraine, I'm not really meaning negative things about Russia, except for I am saying negative things about old pootsy balls there. But I get it. I get it. I've been learning more and more about NATO and stuff, and yeah, I get it. But the thing is that I think a lot of those border countries that want to join NATO or that might join now, and it's like, oh, Russia's like, you're encroaching in on us. We want to have like kind of a barrier between them, but it's like I don't think that they're gonna. It's just because they want like more access to bountiful Central Europe and Eastern Europe and Western Europe and Central Europe. I don't really know what I'm talking about. I'm saying that since you make music content and video content, and isn't sure if you're a music channel or a channel that reviews movies. That's a good point. Shit. So you're saying that my channel, where do you see channel topics for your own channel? Does it also say, what was that sound? Some distant modular sound. Anyway, all right, I'm going to go. We're 30 minutes, unless anybody has anything interesting to say. I'll figure that out, though. That's a good point. Basically, what you're saying is that I should make SunPiss its own separate channel. Huh. Okay. Anyway, I'll talk to you later. Goodbye.